Hi everybody, it's Kristin and it is time for May favorites. Today is Thursday, but I think I actually will upload this tomorrow. I'm trying to give you a day break in my barrage of videos. And at any rate, so today's Thursday, which is golf day for me. And it's really kind of chilly and overcast outside today. I don't know that I appreciate that so much. Last week it was like 45-mile-per-hour winds. This week, cold and overcast. What are you gonna do in Wisconsin? So anyway, I have a few things to share with you guys today. I'm gonna start with my fails for the month because I always like to end with the positive. And I'm really kind of bummed about this, but I had shown in a haul that I had gone to Aldi and picked up a few of their skincare things because I have a friend that works there. I've gone over this before, but that he works in corporate and that these things were going away, but that they would still be available outside of the States. At any rate, I just thought I wanted to try them before they went away. So I had picked up the eye gel, the moisturizer, and the hydrating facial cleanser. Well, these things are super fragranced. I'm really disappointed. I know that, like I said, I have heard that they love these overseas and they can't keep them on the shelf. But this broke me out in a hot minute. I couldn't even believe it. I don't generally break out at all. Even when I was younger, I didn't break out. And I have a couple of things right here that don't seem, and I had a couple here and a couple here. And I stopped using this because this was what was new. Stopped using this completely. And I didn't get another one and they started to clear up. So I think it's the fragrance in there, and I do have super sensitive skin. So if you don't have super sensitive skin, you know, these products might work for you. So the first one was the Q10 Day Cream, the anti-wrinkle. I mean, they're so fragranced, like perfumey. Well, yeah, I don't even know. Just not for me. Sorry, if something looks different, I had to plug my camera in because my battery was dying. Okay, and the other thing that I picked up, like I said, was I picked up 3 things, but the second thing that I stopped using is the hydrating facial cleanser. Again, this is a nice cleanser. It doesn't foam up, so if you use a Clarisonic, I think it would work well with that. But it's just highly fragranced, and I think that my skin just did not like that at all. So unfortunately, those were a fail, and I was really disappointed because they're very inexpensive. I do like the eye gel. Still trying it out. I'll report back more on that, but I do like that, and I am still using that. I've been using it for a couple weeks now, so far so good with that. So that is it for my fails this month. Let's see. I'll do a couple of weird ones. I decided to throw in my favorite scent of the month that I've been using because I have so many that I use a different one every single day, and when I use one a lot in a row, then I feel like it deems being mentioned. You know what I'm saying? So this is the DKNY Be Delicious Fresh Blossom, and this is one of my favorite kind of spring summer scents, and this you can't really tell, but this is the pink one. Yeah, you can't really tell, but it's the pink one, and I like that. Okay, a couple nail polishes, and these actually were both gifts from friends, but colors I probably wouldn't have purchased for myself right off the bat because, you know, I tend to go with the nudes. But I wore both of these on my fingers and I really liked both of them. And this one I was wearing in the video, in my $20 makeup challenge. A couple people were asking about that. And this is the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear in Coral Reef. And I know Prissy has talked about this, and this was sent to me by Liz, which is EP3074. And it's a really creamy, peachy coral, but I like this kind of like creamy. Not so much like creamy, is actually creamy. And then the other color, and this was sent to me by Lipstick Vanessa, is Fruity Patootie, also by Sally Hansen. And I really like that as well. Really, really fun. I have this still on my toes, and I had it on my nails last week. And anyway, I put it on my nails twice. Took it off and put it back on again. Speaking of what's on my nails right now, it's a little bit chipped now, but this is Orly's Rage with Essie's A Cut Above glitter on my thumb and on my ring finger. I know, glitter, right? You guys should be impressed. Okay, my favorite lip product by far, and I know everybody's going to be talking about these, but I don't care because I like it. I wore the one in Smitten yesterday for the first time, and that was bright for me, but I was trying to jump out of my zone. But this one is the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain, blah, blah, blah. And this is in honey. And it's what I have on my lips right now. I love this. It's a, I don't even want to call it Your Lips But Better. It's, because it's a little bit darker than that, but I just really, really like it. It's a very, very Kristin color, and I love it. This was also a gift from Liz, so thank you, Liz. Okay, so face stuff. Excuse me. As you guys know, I was trying out the Skin 79 BB cream this month in the pink bottle, and I liked it. I didn't love it enough for it to land in my favorites. But what I did realize that I really love, and I had purchased this for my BB cream review series as something that I could try to put over it and set them, and I didn't like it as much with the Skin 79, or with the Misha, but I love it with the Skin 79, and that's my Chanel Double Perfection Natural Matte Powder, and I'm in 20 Soft Beige. I just showed you guys this the other day. And I just really like the way this wears. I definitely like a matte finish. I don't care if it's summer or winter. I don't want to be shiny. That's just not for me. Now I can't get it back open. And so it comes with a little puff, which I don't use. I'm going to take it out so it doesn't. And that's kind of what the powder looks like. It's very creamy. Very nice. Blends really well. And I really like using that over top of the BB cream. So that was that. And then I have rediscovered, I wore this in a video. I don't remember what video. I wore it in a video and got a lot of compliments on it. And I have fallen back in love with this color. I used it a lot when I first got it. And I actually think it was Seth from Sethikins, like a year and a half ago maybe, that prompted me to buy this blush, and I loved it. Then I haven't worn it for a while, now I'm back in love with it, and that's Luster from NARS. Looks like that. It's like a golden kind of apricot prettiness. It's just so pretty. And I got a lot of compliments on this when I wore it in that video, and I was like, yeah, you know, I have to wear that more often. So I am wearing it today. And I did say I'm wearing honey today as well. Okay, so this eye look has definitely been a favorite, and I did a tutorial or demo, whatever, on this eye look, which if you missed that, I will link that below for you guys. And I've worn it so many times, it's kind of become my go-to look when I want to have shadow on. Like, I want a polished look, but I don't want to have to think about it too much. Does that make sense? So anyway, the base on that is this Intense Shadow Blast in color 815, which I believe was Brown Bling. They don't have the color on here, but it's by CoverGirl. It's one of these little things. I really, really like the color of this. I like how it stays. I'm really a big fan of this. Excuse me, you guys. And then over top of that, I've been using this Tastefully Taupe single by Maybelline. I'm really amazed at how much I like this. That's what it looks like. I just really, really like it. And again, when I did that look, I gave you guys some other dupes if you didn't want to go buy this and had some other things, you know, but I had purchased that a while ago and I just really like it. I also have enjoyed Linen. I know this is boring, it's just like Brulee, but I think that's kind of the point. That it's just like Brulee and a little bit cheaper. I'll put it on here, but I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it. It's just a nice little highlight color. And then really, I think of all of them, the shining star of these three, I just dropped it. All right then, the shining star of these three, definitely I think is the Milani single eyeshadow. What's it actually called here? Metallic Baked Eyeshadow in Rich Java number 607. It's kind of metallic-y there. You can see my camera. Looks like that. I just really, really like this color. It's just so pretty. Very pigmented. I've not tried using it wet. I just like how it applies dry. God, gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, and then for eyeliner, the one that I've used with this look, I've used Teddy and Costa Riche with this look, but I think my favorite by far, and this is one of my favorite brown eyeliner, you can tell because it's getting short and stubby, is Stubborn Brown by MAC. I mean, I'll swatch it. It's just brown. But I really like it. It stays well. It's one that I can actually work it into the lash line without having to actually do my waterline, if that makes sense. I like a liner that I can really kind of get in there. I don't have to do a super thick line, but I don't see skin between my line and my lash line. I do have and I actually cannot remember if I mentioned, I know I did a review on this, but I can't remember if I talked about this in my last month favorites or not, timing wise. So I'm just going to talk about it again, and that is the Professional Super Thick Lash Mascara by CoverGirl. This is in that kind of hot pink tube. I really, really like this. I know I did a review on this, and actually I'll link that below so that I don't go on and on about it, but this is as close drugstore-wise as I found to my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes that I love and is my favorite mascara of all time. So I really, really still am enjoying that mascara. And then I have one favorite brush that I want to talk about, and this, I hesitated to do this because I think you can only get these in Canada, but I have Canadian people that watch, so and this is the Crease Shadow Brush by Quo. So it looks like this. And that is the name. See if it'll actually show you that. There you go. And it's by Quo. And this, my friend Linda had hooked me up with some of these brushes. And I like this because it's a little bit, it comes to a point in your crease. It's a little bit fluffier. I'm trying to find so this is my Sigma version of, it's the E45 or the MAC 226. I also really enjoy this brush because it comes to a point it works well in your crease. This one just seems to have a little more give. It's a little more 220, it's like this one and a 224 and a 222 kind of all combined together. I don't know, I just really, really enjoy this brush and I use it almost every day. And then the last thing, excuse me, I talked about this in my, I guess it was on my other channel. I had gotten an email from MAC saying, you know, this is how a professional makeup artist puts together their palette. And it gave you all of the colors and in the rows that you would use. So I put together, I pulled all my colors. I was missing 2 of the 15 colors that they were talking about. I didn't have Bamboo, and I didn't have, oh gosh, I can't remember the other color. I don't remember. Bamboo, and there was another one, but I replaced them with 2 ones that I thought were similar. So this is what that palette looks like. And I just really have actually enjoyed having colors that I do use a lot in one palette, and it's kind of inspired some looks throughout this month. So I'm going to put the colors. A couple people had asked me when I showed this on my vlog channel, and I know that those people that asked for it are subscribed to this channel. So I will put all of these colors below in the order that they are in this palette. I will try to remember the ones that they suggested that I replaced with, and if I can't, I'll just you know, annotate it that I used something different. So, okay, so those are my favorites. I don't think I missed anything this month, so that's good. I have a couple of things already I can tell are going to be my favorites for next month that I wanted to include, but I held off because it was too soon to do that. So I hope that you guys are having a great week. This weekend we are headed to a Brewer game, so that should be fun. I will be vlogging on the way and there, I'm sure, and put that on my vlog channel, which I'll also link below. If you guys want, go ahead and check me out on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, I'm on there probably too much. But you guys can talk to me. I always, you know, try to answer back. And go ahead and leave me a comment if you have any questions. And I will talk to you very soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.